Welcome, Ralph. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for having me. And for those listening, I hope our membership is all safe and healthy.
Yeah. Well, for the members who are flipping through the information and thinking about who they're going to be voting for, could you just tell us your name, a little bit about yourself, and the position that you're running for?
Sure. My name is Ralph Cuseglio. I'm running for the position of secretary. A little bit about my background is I started my career as a school social worker in an urban high school about 9 years ago. Currently, now I'm an educator, so I educate undergraduates and MSW students starting out in the field of social work. I also give some volunteer trainings to court-appointed special advocates so that they can then be able to advocate on behalf of children in the foster care system. I still maintain a private practice and have done so for 9 years, where I see adolescents and adults and also supervise LSW students.
Thank you. And tell us about the position you're running for and why you chose to run.
So I'm running for the position of secretary. And in that role, what I really do believe is I've come into contact over the years with various levels of social workers, either beginning their career or having spent some time in their career, and various levels of practice. So being both an educator and a practitioner, it's allowed me to move into various spaces with people from a broad swath of the profession. So I really hope that as secretary, I can lend a voice to those different parts of membership and keep them in mind in making decisions in advancing the chapter.
Great. Thank you.
Welcome.
Tell us a little bit about some of the opportunities you see for the chapter here in New Jersey.
So first off, when I think about it, I think about continuing to advance the mission of the New Jersey chapter and of NASW as a whole. And so, especially in these unprecedented times, I think it can be hard to say what's going to be upon us. Something I do want to keep very much in mind is being a voice amongst a greater team on the executive board, but also working with you, Jennifer, and NASW New Jersey staff to really try to keep in mind what is best given our values, what is best given our code of ethics, and what can we do for our membership as a whole as we move forward. And so particularly, I think those things can be hard to determine looking forward, but I'm hoping that I can be a voice in addressing some of the challenges that present during this time.
I love that. And certainly there is no shortage of challenges right now.
No, they're not. They're not.
Can you just share a little bit about some of the qualities and traits and experience you'll bring to the board and why you think this is the time for you to step into this leadership position?
Sure. I've been giving that a good amount of thought, especially when I first decided to run. There have been, I think, opportunities in the past 10 years that NASW New Jersey has provided for me, whether it was continuing education opportunities, getting in contact for legal advice when I had clinical practice challenges, something that I wasn't sure on. I was able to go to NASW and they were able to link me up in that way. I think being able to give workshops over the years, and I really had come to realize more recently that it was a good opportunity given, practicing for the last 10 years or so, that I could give back in some way, that I should try to volunteer some way and give back and advance the chapter or support the chapter membership in the way that I've felt supported, I think, over the years at different times. So that's why I feel like one of the reasons that I am running is really that. I hope, personally speaking, I tend to be more, I think, soft-spoken and try to stay kind of out of the limelight a little bit. I hope that I can be a voice among the many, among the staff, and among the executive board members to really think about what is going to be beneficial to our members and just really try and serve as a voice, thinking through the different levels of our membership and the different areas of practice that we represent here, that social workers represent here in the state of New Jersey.
Well, there certainly are a number of different places that we practice,
Yeah.
and the field is incredibly diverse, and I think now more than ever we see that. Well, I appreciate so much that you and others have see the value in the association, and moreover, have been willing to raise your hand and volunteer to be leaders. I think that's really important, and that's the only reason that we are one of the strongest chapters. So thank you so much for raising your hand and the call to leadership. Before we close out, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the membership?
Well, I'd like to thank you, Jennifer, for having me. I really do appreciate the opportunity to connect in some way with membership. And I would really appreciate your vote when it comes time to do that after conference and throughout April. And I just want to say to the membership again, I hope everyone is safe and healthy and taking good care of themselves.
And that is absolutely the most important thing right now. So thank you so much, and best of luck, and stay healthy.
Thanks, you too.